Alright, so 83 is one of the few games that I am anxiously waiting for release. The second game being Cuckold Simulator. I'm not even kidding, right? This is as if 4chan made a video game. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm fucking excited for both of these games. But anyways, back to 83. I like to keep up to date with all the updates of the game because it's nice to see how the game is progressing. And at this moment, we are looking at a 2022 release, which is good. Do I wish the game would be released ASAP? I mean, yeah, I want to be able to play the game, make YouTube videos on it, as well as just experience it. But obviously, we've seen in the past what happens when a game has a deadline that can be rushed, and it doesn't end well. So I don't care if the game takes until 2023 to be released, as long as I know that they have put the best effort into it, and this is the best game that they can make, then I'm happy with it. No complaints. But I want to talk about the latest update, and that involves Gore and destruction physics. Now, admittingly, if you have been on this channel for a while, you know I'm a little strange. And in this case, I appreciate games with good gore mechanics. Now, the best game, or the first game that comes to mind that has just, superb gore mechanics has to be, okay, well, I'd probably say Doom, but let's just gonna put that off to the side. It would be Call of Duty World at War. This game just has my absolute favorite gore mechanics. Even as a kid playing this, just running around with like a shotgun, blowing people's heads off, arms, legs. It was just so freaking amazing. They were so good. And you know, even in Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, I just love walking through an area and seeing a body that is like missing limbs, and sometimes it'll be even like your own body. And I don't know if this has happened, oh, it probably has happened to a lot of people. You spawn at a squad tunnel, there's like 50 grenades going off, or like a napalm strike just lands right on your tunnel. You get burned or you get like blown the fuck up, and then you spawn there like 5 seconds later, right? And then, oh, technically 15 seconds, I don't know why I said 5 seconds, and then you just see your body there just all blown up. That's cool. I really like that. And you know, tied in, right, when you kill someone with like the gore or the death sounds, you know, like how they're like you know, like they're doing that sort of sound, and like they're giving out their last words.
No. Somebody, you've got to help. Oh.
That's a really good touch. And admittingly, sometimes it was really creepy, and it made me stop running through the jungle and just listen to it. Primarily, you know, one, to appreciate the acting that went into it, because it's really good, and two, because, you know, it just sounds so realistic. But in terms of 83, okay, my voice just died for a second. But in terms of 83, they released a video going over gore and destruction physics, and I want to go over that, right? And basically show you what they've developed so far. And I also want to say that, you know, this game it isn't even in early access yet. It's still being developed, and they're just showing us little bits of information or pieces of the game that they want to share to us, that we have been lucky enough to, you know, have an active development team that actually, you know, responds to questions and basically shows us what the hell's going on and how the game is progressing. But, you know, upon watching the video, one of the things that I am excited for is the blood splatter effect, because it splatters on walls and it just looks so cool. I'd love to see what would happen if like a 50 cal or a shotgun shell hits a body, would do, what kind of splatter that would create. Because I mean, I'd assume that, you know, there'll be different calibers, you know, different blood splatters. That'll be pretty good. And I mean, I also wouldn't mind like if there was like unique dismemberment, like if you get shot in the leg, that leg specifically just goes off, or if you get shot in the arm, that arm specifically gets, you know, taken off. But I mean, I want to move on to destruction physics. Now, I know a fair few people here don't like Battlefield 5. I personally don't mind it. I enjoy it, to say the least. But one of my favorite things is getting a vehicle and moving a cannon, right? Like, you know those mobile sort of cannons, like the Pack 40 or the 5-pounder, I don't know, quarter-pounder cannon. Quarter-pounder cannon. That's a good one. That is a good one. I know that you, the audience member, probably isn't laughing at that weak joke, but that's fucking funny, man. Because why does the British always have to measure it in pounds? Why is it pounds? You got the Americans, oh no, the Germans in centimeters, then you got everyone else with like millimeters, and then you got the British with like pounds. Like, why? But basically, to stay on topic, I like to move the cannon into like some corner of the map and just bomb a village, right? I like to pretend there are civilians in the village. And then, but the destruction physics of watching the shell flying over there, hitting a house or the roof of a house and it collapsing, superb. It's superb. I don't care what you have to say. That is freaking amazing. And from the footage that we have been given about 83, the destruction is going to be sexy. It's going to be sexy. You can see the individual things break. Now, I know they try to simplify the process in the video, but I, for the life of me, don't know exactly how they do it. But from what I can gather, they pre-make the destruction model, and when something happens in the game, it triggers that destruction event. I don't know. I don't know. I have no experience in game development. I mean, I can't tell you anything with confidence. The only thing that I can tell you with confidence is that it looks good. That's it. It looks freaking sick, and I'm excited. Now, another thing they showed in the video is like this watchtower, you know, in Call of Duty 4. You remember that mission how you have to like chase after Zakhaev's son, I forgot his name, the guy with the blue jacket, right? And basically the tower tips over. They basically got this going on. It's very similar to that, except they actually have a proper sort of destruction animation, which I think is really freaking cool. But I'm just worried, what happens if like a friendly, right? Because, you know, not all friendlies are friendlies, or not all friendlies are equal, and someone tosses a grenade under the tower that you're in, and then it collapses and kills you. Now, what would the policy be on that? That would be kind of annoying, but I mean, obviously you need to have friendly fire in a game like this. You just have to. But I mean, another cool thing, you know, leading on from the destruction physics is how that they're implementing sort of like realistic explosions. Like they get real world inspiration and they implement it into the game. That's cool. That's great. But I mean, another thing that I find cool is that they showed us a tank. We have seen an actual tank in this video, and that is the Chieftain, if I'm looking at it correctly. But anyways, I'm gonna end today's video there. This game is just, I'm so excited for it. But anyways, my name is Tantwo, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.